Good morning, fellow option traders. It's Friday, July 11th, 2014, and you are watching the Daily Scan. Well, yesterday, jobless claims number came in pretty good. Market didn't seem to care very much. They had other things on its mind, or their mind, if you want a singular or plural. And for today we have Treasury budget at 2 p.m., which is sometimes interesting, but here's another late Friday afternoon release of government data. So nobody has any time to react to it, I guess you might say. But it's Friday, so let's just look forward to the weekend and move on and see what's going on. Okay, over in Asia, mostly bearish. A couple of bull spots in here in Singapore and Shanghai. And in Europe, we are bullish across the board for right now. And probably something to do with Portugal, I guess. I don't know. That's just the way things work sometimes. Okay, enough of that. Let's take a look at what's going on in the futures here. Looks like we might gap up a tad this morning. That'll be good for all my positive delta, except for LinkedIn. And LinkedIn, it's in trouble. It's in trouble. I think their business model is not as robust as a lot of people thought it was originally. But anyway, futures here are looking pretty good. Gold is down a $1.40 overnight, but at 1337, almost 1338 at the moment. And oil is down to 102.62. And I will be stocking up on gasoline today, or tomorrow, definitely this weekend. All right, taking a look at our positions just off of the account page here. Like I mentioned, a lot of positive delta. Celgene is a 50 delta trade that we did. That is right about at the break-even point right now. So a little wiggle to the upside, and we'll take 100% profit today. A little wiggle to the downside, and we'll take 100% loss. That's the way it works, ladies and gentlemen. The rest of these are all, if I remember right, 20 delta trades. And for the most part, they're all doing pretty well. There's a lot of nail biting yesterday, but again, I sat on my hands and tried not to panic. And it did come back around in the afternoon, and it looks like today we'll be recovering. So there's a good possibility that I may exit some of these today, because some of them are pretty close to 100% profit. Some are on their way. All right, let's bring up the Analyze tab, and the first one that shows up there is Celgene, but we'll start out with Apple. And we have no open positions on Apple. Coming down into our target area here, we would only do a 50 delta because we have earnings coming up in a week or so. So I have to be careful with that one. Yes, actually, week after next. Amazon, we're in Amazon. We had an alert on it, and it failed yesterday. The alert never triggered. So we are going to, this is 2 days into this. I think we'll leave the alert on there because that's still pretty valid for the level of the alert. And we still got good indicators. This is okay down here. This isn't really a violation on the MACD if it turns red while the stochastic is green. If we get a push up and our alert triggers and it manages to hold it, it's a possibility. But today being Friday, yeah, don't do many 50 delta trades, but we'll leave this up here and see how it works out. Baidu, we had the alert trigger yesterday. I believe it was on this candle right here. That little wick sticking up there triggered my alert, came and take a look at it, and it was heading back down. So actually ended up taking a pass on that, and I'm not going to reset another alert on it. Again, being Friday, I'm not going to do anything for any 50 deltas that have an expiration of next week, especially with trends that are questionable at this time based on the price. Okay, here's Celgene. This is a 50 delta trade. Like I mentioned, we're right at break even. All we need is a slight move up. We're at 87 right now. All we need is like maybe a dollar move or so. 87.83, and we just need 60 cents for this to be good. So I know Celgene can do that. Here we have $2 moves, pretty typical. So hoping that one holds true for today. Chipotle, we got a lot of crazy stuff here. A couple of different expirations, which is why we're looking like that. July 2, which would be, let's take this out here. We're looking pretty good at that, so I'm going to make a note here. We'll exit Chipotle with the expiration for today, July 2. And I'll just go ahead and put that order in right now. What we're going to do, we have 2 here. Let's see. Okay, we have a mark of 10 cents here on our short. And we would be looking for 5 cents. So we can go ahead and say create closing order. It's giving us a midpoint of 15 cents. July 2, we go ahead and make that 0.5 or 0.05. And say confirm and send, and we have 2, and we have 2 in this account as well. So everything look okay. Make sure we're going to buy 5. No, I don't want to buy 5. There we go. Buy 4 Chipotle weeklies. And we'll put that order in, and probably will execute soon after the open. Okay, I'll turn them all back on again. Take a look at Costco. Yeah, Costco burned us on this one. We lost a little bit of money. We're in an uptrend. We're looking for, here, let's move this one. So we're looking for a move down here. Don't know. We don't know when their earnings are coming up. CVX, we had an alert on it. It did not trigger. We had sort of a failure here. Still good. I'll leave the alert on. Again, not doing a 50 delta trade today, but I may consider a 20 on that one. Let's take a look at the Dow. Here is our comeback from the very scary morning, and it recovered a lot in the afternoon to get up pretty close to the previous day's open, and that's not too bad. Okay, still seeing a very strong upward trend on the weekly. Just a few little flags showing up in here. I'd like to have poles a little bit longer and then have flags. These poles are not very long. The flags are rather big. Flags are about as big as the poles. Just a lot of indecision, I think. There's not a lot of confidence out there, I guess you could say. All right, didn't do anything on gold yesterday. Taking a total pass, just afraid of it right now. Google, I was looking at, here's our little pretend iron condor. I don't know if it's going to get back up into it today or not. We were looking for a 50 delta on it. Not getting, the MACD's not helping us. It's keeping us out, which is good. So this is, we got one more day on this, but we're not going to trade it today, so it's going to be invalid on Monday no matter what, because it'll be 3 days and getting kind of long in the tooth. Here is linked in with a expiration of today. I took a really short term 20 delta on this, and it looks like it's going to work out. So I could do the same thing here. Our shorts are at 14. So I could say we got 2 there and 2 there, so a total of 4. So we'll create a closing order here as well, 0.05. And these 2 accounts, buy 4 weeklies for a nickel. Okay, that should not cost us anything to do that. And we'll only lose a nickel on the trade. So we'll go ahead and send that out there. So we will be looking at 35 cents here instead of 40 cents, which is fine with me. That's still 140 bucks in my pocket. 3M. We got a little bit of a hook here, but wasn't that really a pretty day for getting in for a 20 delta. I am going to add this to the 20 delta list for today, just like it was on there yesterday. NDX, I don't have anything going on in NDX right now, but this is looking actually pretty good for a 20 delta. Don't necessarily need the MACD to cooperate with us in this, but we're putting NDX down for a 20 delta for today. Alrighty, moving right along. Netflix, nothing live right now. This is 2 days into this 50 delta here without confirmation from the MACD, and since I'm not going to trade 50 deltas today, we're just going to take a pass on that. You are more than welcome to give it a shot for the day. I would recommend. Alright, Priceline, we have a July 4 expiration on this one, and here we are at a level that we can't even see over in this chart. But we have a long time to wait for this one. 2 more weeks. And it's not, how's it doing? It's still not really collecting a whole heck of a lot of money at this point. So, what am I doing here? Just looking. But I may add to it, so I'm going to move this over to here. And I may add to this. What did I do? Yeah, we've been in this a pretty long time. Yeah, we got in off of this hook here with the 20 delta. And we could have added to it here, and we could add to it here. So we're going to seriously take a look at that. And we'll leave that there. Actually, I'm going to take that out of there, and I'm going to move this one over to here, because that's actually what we did with a 20 delta trade. It was flat. We can take both sides of these. Could have taken one maybe up here. Probably would be a nail biter here. But anyway, be that as it may. Alright, Russell. We're in this trade here. Hopefully we get a little bit more of a move up on this and collect some theta on this. I'm waiting for that to happen. You have the guts to go along here at 11.55. Where are we at? 11.61 right now? Yeah. That was going to be for this week. So we'll see if it ends up above 11.55 for this week. Otherwise, I don't see, we're not getting confirmation. This is really a big dip in the MACD. So is there a 20 delta trade here or not? No, there is not. SPX, we're in on SPX here at this level at 1945. Yeah, we actually got in here. Yeah. There, fatten it up a little bit there. It's a pretty accurate picture there. So now you get it, right? We got confirmation got in, and then yesterday happened, but that's okay. We still have some time for this to work itself out. TLT, we have some positions there that are going to expire in a couple weeks. So we're okay with this one for right now. Very, very much okay with TLT. Tesla. I hear Tesla is going to build a museum to Tesla. Not to itself, of course, but... Alright, so we had... Let's take a look at this one. We had got confirmation on this particular candle here. And could have said, well... Let's set an alert. The alert would not have triggered. So we need that price movement above here, and we didn't get it. So we're kind of still good for a 20 delta on this one, I think. But I'm going to wait. I'm not going to put it on any list. And then last but not least is Visa. Didn't quite, I would like to see it at least get down to 50 here. We got to 58.18. Not good enough at this point for Visa, especially with the MACD continuing its downward bend. So we're just going to wait, be patient, and wait for things to happen. Wait for it to come to us. Let's not chase it down and go to them. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and a great weekend, and happy trading.